Yeah, we're starting a road trip today. We're uh, eager to play this guy.
All right, sounds pretty good. So the other on Sunday, MVP chants broke out when Alicia Gray went through the line and everything. And I just want to know what you thought of that moment for her, and then also if you think she's having an MVP season.
Well, I think she's been amazing. The recognition she's getting this year has been wonderful and well deserved. She's one of the best players in the league, and I think if you're a top 4 or 5 player in the league, you should be in that conversation. Obviously, there's just some tremendous talent in the league, but she's been great for us all year, both sides of the ball. She's been a very efficient scorer, a very willing passer. She competes on the defensive end. She is a great rebounder for a guard. So everything that you could want in a player, she's been this year.
Coach, I'm writing a little bit about like first year coaches in the league, just as Tyler. And I was curious for you, what you feel like your biggest adjustment has been. Like, is it coaching pros versus, younger kids? Is it like the rules of the WNBA game? Like, what sorts of things have been an adjustment?
Well, there's definitely been a number of adjustments. The players have been the best part. They've been great. They have great work ethics, obviously, and they're very knowledgeable and they pick up things very quickly. So that part of it has been fantastic. For me, the adjustment is, the schedule, just how many games in a short period of time and how much you can really practice and prepare for games. And that's not just us, that's every team, obviously, but that is a big adjustment from college to the pros. And, definitely there's a lot more close games in the W just because the talent is so comparable on most of these teams. A lot of these things come down to the last few possessions. So getting, used to those situations has been a little bit of an adjustment as well.
Coach, comments on front office sports. Right now there's been a lot made about these dildos that have been thrown onto the court. The first one was actually in Atlanta, and then the next one was here in Chicago. I just love to know, like, there's been more over the last like week or so. What your thoughts are on what's been going on, especially because the last one I think hit Sophie Cunningham as well.
Obviously, don't condone anything ever being thrown on the floor for any reason. These athletes deserve to have a safe working environment. Uh, to go further than that, I would just say I think Cheryl Reeve's been in the league a long time, and I think she had some comments about it, and I would definitely defer to her comments. She's fantastic on the topic.
I just wanted to ask one more question on the schedule. You just, talked about it. Of course, that's been a topic of conversation as well in the CBA and then potentially the schedule expanding. Like, since you said that it has been an adjustment, do you see that potentially moving forward being a change? If so, the more games or the longer the season may go.
Yeah, I think we can expect adjustments to happen. There'll be a new CBA that'll get worked out and then they'll put schedule together and then you have to, as a coach or organization, you have to best manage whatever schedule they come up with. For me, I'm getting more used to uh, the schedule, and I think I'd be better prepared a year from now, exactly understanding. You may think you have this much time between games, but there's really not that much time. They need days off, and then they need some light days if they're going to compete at the level that everybody expects them to compete at for, three games a week or 4 games a week, whatever it is.
We'll jump to Zoom. Go ahead, Tab. You there, Tab? You're on mute. All right, we'll go to Emmanuel. Emmanuel, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, since the last game, what are some of the things you've been preparing for, especially tonight and for this road trip? What are some of the things that you were able to go over that you're hoping to start seeing implemented in tonight's game and throughout this road trip?
Well, we've talked a lot about the defensive side of the ball because the potential is there for us to be a really high level, one of the top teams in the league defensively. and we just haven't been as consistent on that side of the ball. And, I just want to make sure whatever we can clean up that we're doing it over these next stretch of games, and hopefully we'll see some improvement. We've had moments where it has just been exceptional, but there's some moments where we're not as locked in on what we're trying to get accomplished as we should, and now's the time to get that cleaned up.
Go ahead, Tab.
So it's just two quick ones for me. In addition to the defense and the ball movement, and the screening and cutting, what needs to be consistent for your team tonight? From both squads, it was quite a few people on the injury report.
Yeah, I think both teams are a little shorthanded today, but it's about the players who are out there. How well are they going to play? Are they going to be able to, execute the game plan? Who's going to be able to, work together offensively to get better shots? So it's always about the players you have out there and how well they're able to play together. But, I think every team goes through it where they have some adjustments to, the rotation or who's going to be on the floor that day. And you just have to be adaptable. And, we've done pretty well, especially as of late, making adjustments and everybody stepping up and playing well when needed. So hopefully that'll continue.
And then lastly, Ariel Atkins, I know that we didn't see her the last matchup that we played them, but the one before that, she had 29. I think it was a season high. In order for her, like if at the end of this game, if the headline says, Atlanta's defense forces Atkins to play poorly or to have a bad game, what kind of would that stat line look like for Ariel if she were to be forced to have a poor game?
Well, last time we actually saw her on the court, she was fantastic against us. I mean, she was hitting tough shot after tough shot. Sometimes, you can have your game plan to try and limit her touches or limit how many shots she's able to get off. But sometimes the offense is just better than the defense on that particular day. Like, we'd guard her, we'd contest her, and she'd still knock down the shot. I mean, that's sometimes something you just have to live with and hope that they can't do it over the course of an entire game. Last time we saw her, she was able to do that against us. So we recognize how good a player she is, and we just hope that through team defense, we can make her a little more inefficient.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time, everyone.